Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. Now we are given a rectangle. You can see this is a rectangle. This length measures 20 units, and this length measures 10 units. And inscribed are two identical circles. You notice that these two identical circles are touching each other at this point, and the circumference are also touching the size of the rectangle. It touches it at this, and for this it touches at these 3 points. And we are told to find the area of the shaded part. Now you can see the shaded part. So how do we find this area? Let me show you something you need to grab. Now looking at this shape, you see that the shaded parts are this, and this is the area you want to find. Now, how do you find this area? Just look at this, watch. Since we are targeting the shaded part, what if we try to take off this part? Let's take it off. And what does it look like? You see that this has formed a right triangle. This is a right triangle. And you notice that this part of the circle is what completes this part. Did you see? So it is this part of this circle. Did you see it? So this and this has given you one full circle. So it means that if you want to find the area of the shaded part, you just need to get the area of the right angle triangle. So the area of the shaded will be the area of the right angle triangle. Subtract the area of the circle, because this is the bigger one that houses this. So when you get the area of the right triangle, you subtract the area of the circle, that because this part complements the full circle. So you get the area of the circle. Now when you do this, it gives you the area of the shaded parts. Now for us to get the area of a triangle, we know that area of triangle is always the base times the height divided by 2. And from this diagram, remember it's right angles here. This is your base, and this is the perpendicular height. So we know that. Then for area of a circle will now be pi r squared. So this is what we will get. But remember that we don't know the radius of this circle. And is this something we can find? Yes, if you go back to this diagram, remember that from here to here measures 10 units. And this length is the same as the diameter of the circle. Did you see that? So if from here to here is 10, automatically from here to here is also 10 units. So if the diameter is known, the radius will be divide the diameter by 2. So it's going to be 10 divided by 2. And when you do that, the radius gives you 5. So since you have gotten enough information, let's plug it in to get the shaded. So to do that, we are going to now have area of triangle will now be, this is the base, remember? So it's going to be 20 multiplied by this height, which is 10 divided by 2. And when you multiply this, it gives you 200. And when you divide 200 by 2, it gives us 100. So this has given us the area of the triangle. Now for the circle, we are going to have area of circle will now be pi multiplied by, our radius is 5, so it's going to be 5 squared. And when you simplify, it gives you 25 pi. So this gives us the area of the circle. So let's bring this together, obeying what you stated there, to have area of shaded will be the area of triangle, which is 100, minus the area of circle, which is 25 pi. So we simplify this, we can factor 25 out, use it to divide this, it gives you 4. So this is what we have. So we can have it that the area of the shaded will be 25 into 4 minus pi, and this is in square units. You can choose to leave it in decimals using the calculator value of pi. So if you want to do that, we can still leave it in this form, area of shaded is equal to, from here, we have 100 minus 25 pi. Just put it in the calculator. Using the calculator pi value, multiply this, it gives you 100 subtract 78.5398. So if you subtract this, it gives us, this is approximated. So subtract, we have. So this gives us approximately 21.4602. So this is also the area in decimals. So you can leave it in this form or in this. And I hope you really learned something. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share with your friends. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. I hope to see you in my next video. Do have a lovely day. Bye.